All right, what's up, lovely people? Village Boy here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And of course, as usual, I bring you the very best videos on this platform. As you can see, we have this gentleman seated here quietly. I mean, we have a lot of things to share with you right here. But before then, let's us welcome him so that he tells us who he is, his name, and probably where he come from. Right. So, gentlemen, you're welcome.
Thank you.
You're most
Village
welcome.
Boy.
We are super excited. I mean, Village Boy channel viewers and everyone on this platform is super excited having you here. First of all, we want to know who you are and where, I mean, the country you are from, because currently you are in China. Yeah. So the ball is in your court now.
All right. Greetings to all viewers watching us now. Yeah, I am Johnson Parkway Sinoti. I am a Ghanaian, a student from University of Cape Coast. Yes.
Okay, that is a short intro there. Yeah. Well, he's here to share a lot of stuff with us. Don't mind the beginning, but it's going to be great. Now, Johnson, we flew from Ghana to Doha, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's your first time experience. I mean, taking international flight. Was it your first experience?
It's my first time experience.
Wow, then I'm sure you have a lot of things to share with us.
Yes, I have a lot to say.
My goodness. Now, tell us your experience so far from Kotoka International Airport, which is Terminal 3, to Doha Airport.
All right. So, from Kotoka International Airport, that's my own country.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So my first time being there was when we were coming to.
Your first time
being at Kotoka International Airport, entering.
Okay.
Having my first time view of how Kotoka International Airport is.
Okay.
Having a feel of it.
Okay.
It was the place is very nice. Yes. Kotoka International Airport is very nice. The staff very welcoming. Initially, I had the feeling that due to the way some Ghanaians are, so I had my own thoughts about the staff that I would meet. But actually, I was impressed with their service.
Amazing.
They have a very good service.
Amazing.
The order of routine and all that, very perfect.
Very perfect.
Yeah.
Then kudos to Ghanaians and kudos to the staff at the Ghana airport. I mean, Kotoka International Airport. Now, after checking in, doing your check-in and other stuff, I mean, for you to go on board, I mean, take the flight. How was the feeling like? You know, were you emotional? I mean, tell us how you felt that very particular day.
Okay, so because it was my first flight, I had to watch videos of some YouTubers and their first flights, and then to know the order of service.
Okay.
So
okay.
Yeah, I picked some ideas from there. So actually, we got to Kotoka International Airport at a very good time. I think 2 hours before our flight, we were there.
Yeah.
So actually, we were not in a haste. Yeah, and everything was running smoothly. We did our weigh-in, then we went in to get our to show our flight ticket, and then did our checking in. And because we had some ideas about things that we need to have in our carry-on, things that need to go into our luggages and the weights and everything. So we were fully prepared. We didn't want any bad news or any kind of interruptions. So actually we prepared ourselves very well. So when we got there, we did our checking in and everything was very smooth.
Very smooth. Very smooth. I mean, your final boarding gate to the plane, how did you feel? Because
that experience.
Because now that gate is, after that gate you are entering the plane.
Yes.
The plane, right?
Yes.
So that feeling, we want to understand it. You see, before you went to the airport, you said you went to YouTube to watch some tutorials the first time.
Yes.
That is why we are also sharing this for our audience. I mean, people who come across this video to also know how things goes on there at the airport, and I mean the feeling you are going to. They will be able to pick some kind of information out of what we are sharing here, right?
Yes.
So now, like I said, how was the feeling? The final boarding gate to the plane.
The final boarding gate to the plane. Actually, when we finished, then our luggages had already gone, so we felt so free and relaxed. All we had was our backpacks with our phones as usual. They're taking nice pictures and videos of the serene environment and how nice the place was. So when we were walking through that tunnel into the plane, we saw how big the aeroplane was.
So earlier on, what do you think the size of the plane will be like?
Oh, for now, I don't have the actual figure, but airplanes are big.
You know, before you went to the airport to, I mean, have a feel, what was the thought? Because you've been seeing a plane fly in the sky, right? So you might, as you are on the ground, you might think the plane is just a tiny something.
Yes. Actually, we've seen planes in the sky, but in Ghana we have a place in Accra that has one airplane there that has been turned into a restaurant. I've forgotten the name. Yeah. So actually, I had seen that.
I think Ghana Airlines. So yes,
yeah.
Airways or something.
I think I have seen that one initially. So I have the idea of what a plane looked like. But actually, when we were walking in the tunnel, then I saw the width of an actual plane that flies in the air. I was like, what?
How is it going to take? I mean, ascend into the sky.
That's looking at the weight. I felt like, oh God, this is wonderful. Chinese will say it's miracle. Yeah, they say it's miracle. Yeah.
I see. So now, when you got to the plane, now what happened? What happened actually?
We were welcomed. We were actually full of joy because we were done with everything, and now we are entering into the airplane. Some of us were on phone calls with family back home to see our final buys.
I know, right?
We knew when we enter the plane, we have to just put our phone on flight mode, and then we can't get the internet. So some of us were on calls, but whilst entering the plane, I was actually monitoring what was going on. I saw that everyone going in, despite the situation at hand, everyone was actually happy, and then the welcoming from the air hostess, very top notch. It's like they intentionally bring some. I don't want to say perfect people, but they are very welcoming.
I mean, kudos to Qatar.
No, Qatar. This is Qatar Airline. Yeah, the air hostess.
Yeah, the air hostess.
Yeah, they were very welcoming, and their smiles alone welcomes you on board.
You feel so comfortable.
Yes, they just tell you, "Thank you for them." It was very nice. I actually enjoyed all the experience. When we went in, they assisted us to sit on our right seat numbers. Then they helped us put our handbags, our backpacks on the carriage.
Okay. You know, one thing that actually struck my mind right now is that everyone traveling for the first time, they try to sit at the window seat. I mean, to have the experience of the clouds. I mean, where did you sit, and how was it? Share that part with us.
So I don't want to say I prayed for this to happen because it was my first flight experience. I was like, I've been seeing people who have been using in Ghana we like using Snapchat a lot.
Yeah.
So I see my friends having the Snapchat filter, then it looks like they are in the mirror of the plane, and then you see the flight ring. I was like, this looks nice. Actually, it would be better to have a feel of it in person. So when I took my seat number, I was J, and entered into JKL. I was like, oh, this is good. So I was by the window side. Luckily for me, my network had not been cut off. So I called home. I called my brother. I called my dad. I called them. Then I just showed them the view so that they actually see that I am at the window side, and I am looking at the plane ring directly. I can see outside. When I stretch, I see ground. I'm like, yes. This is an actual feeling. I was very happy. I was like, wow, God did.
God did. You know, God did. That's a great experience that you're sharing with us here, and I can feel it too. You know, and another one is when the plane is ready to take off. How did you feel? Because the plane taking off from the ground to ascend into the sky, what happened, and how did he have like the plane took off?
Okay, so when the plane was taking off, actually it was first going slowly, and I think Qatar Airways, they have a unique way of preventing their passengers from getting frightened. So before the plane takes off, they let you put on your earbud your headset so that you'll be listening to what the air hostess is, the direction instructions the air hostess is giving us.
Okay.
But I was a bit inquisitive, so I wasn't really paying attention to that.
You were paying attention to
So
that.
I was looking at how the thing was going, and initially it was going slowly. So we came back. Then whilst we were on the road before the takeoff, it was still going slowly and smoothly. Whilst they were trying to give us the directions on how we should put on our the seat belt, and then to look at how Qatar airline their operation is whilst the plane was still taking flight. So whilst it was going, it went slowly at a time. Then later on, the speed set in. That was when it was going on a very fast speed, and later we just realized we were just ascending into the sky. The feeling was actually well, how should I say it? It was a good feeling because I felt like I had heard from those that take their first flight that you pee and all those kind of frightening things. So but I didn't have those kind of experience. Yes, actually, when it was going into the sky, it was very smooth for me. The pilot was very good. He was a very good one.
Amazing, amazing. Let me engage my audience, then I come back to you. All right, so guys, I'm seated here with Johnson, and he's sharing his experiences with us on his first flight, international flight from Kotoka International Airport to Qatar. But then it is not only that, because we are going to have the second part of this video where you are going to see the final destination. So you make sure that you watch this video, and the follow-up video too, will link it to this one, and you watch it as well. I believe if it is your first time flying, you have to get some insight from this one so that it wouldn't be some kind of frightening to you. All right, it's a great feeling, and I know you can also feel it's so contagious. What he's sharing with us is so contagious. Now, how was the food like in a flight? The plane, in the sky, how was the food like? Did you like the food, and what were your impressions so far?
Coming to the food, Qatar Airways, they actually served as well. We were eating throughout the journey. I felt like, what's going on here? It's like they trying to give us a 3-scale meal in some short time. So when we for the first time that they were bringing the food, they were bringing us something. They brought us they came to serve us some soft drinks or wine or mineral. I took Coca-Cola because I was like, well, I can't take wine. I don't take alcohol, and so yeah.
Okay.
I took Coca-Cola for the first time that they came around, and I think some few minutes after, that was when they brought us another food, and I took mashed potato with some stew. It tasted very delicious, and then they added ice cream. That ice cream is finger licking. My God! Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I think luckily for me, my friend was sitting next to me, so she reached out to enjoy my ice cream. She's a lady, so ladies, they like ice cream.
They love sweets.
Yeah, she reached out to enjoy the ice cream.
Right?
It was very, very delicious meal that we had for the first time around, and they gave us water as well. Then they added juice. I was like, wow.
The treatment is so demure.
It's demure. Yeah, it's demure. Actually, I don't like food, but I enjoyed that meal.
Amazing.
I enjoyed that meal.
Amazing. So that
didn't end there.
Okay.
It did not last long. Then they brought us another meal. And I was like, Qatar Airways, what are they doing? I don't like food, but they're trying to make me fat before I even land. Enjoying it.
In the sky, they are treating you so good like that. Amazing, amazing. So, how many hours did it take you to? From Kotoka to Doha Airport, Qatar?
It took us 6 hours, 30 minutes.
6 hours, 30 minutes. That's a long journey in the sky.
Yes.
Wow.
Excuse me.
Okay, you can check.
Yeah.
I didn't spoil the video. Have I spoiled the video?
There will be edits.
Yeah, we'll edit. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so she will be checking for us.
Okay.
No problem. Okay, so check the duration. What's the duration?
15 minutes, 25 seconds.
Okay, so we'll be wrapping up. Like we'll do it quick.
Okay.
All right. So the question I asked is, how many hours did you spend in the sky from Kotoka to Doha Airport?
We spent around about 6 hours, 30 minutes.
That's a long journey.
Yeah, it's a long journey.
So, what were you thinking that time? I mean, when you were in the sky and the plane, I mean, the plane was in the sky, right?
Yes.
And if it were to be a car on the land, I mean, on the road, definitely the car will go to a filling station to top up the fuel. What I just want to did you- are they like how what were you thinking?
I had no such thought. I had no such thought that maybe
So
we will have a stop somewhere. But what I was actually, what I wanted to experience was bumps, because I heard they have something like
some turbulences
turbulences or
okay.
bumps in the sky. But I didn't experience that too
You
either.
didn't.
Yes.
That is amazing. So now, finally, you've landed in Doha Airport, Qatar. What's your impression? Your impression so far in the airport compared to Terminal 3, Kotoka?
Did I say this?
Why are you why are you laughing?
Did I say this? Qatar is Qatar. Ghana is Ghana. I love my country.
You love your country?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
Ghana, Kotoka International Airport is nice. Doha?
We are not making any comparison here, but we just want to understand, at least if you can give us some I mean impression so far, like the things you've seen and how the place was like. I mean,
okay. So Doha when we got to Doha, maybe because we got there at night, full of lights. I'm sure maybe Ghana too at night it will be full of light.
You don't want to share with us.
Oh, I'm actually sharing what I saw.
So now let's say Ghana. We are not comparing to Ghana.
Okay.
But we want you to tell us what you've seen.
What I saw.
Yeah.
Okay. Doha is nice. Doha is nice. When we landed, when we got out of the plane, we went into their airport. They took us to the main stage, the main entrance via bus. Yes, then when we entered, we saw that big I forgot what's the name of that? Yeah, I don't know if you can help me there. That big door that was there.
Big door.
Yeah, there's this Jane's door there. Jane's teddy bear.
Okay. I think I watched it on Qatar Airways YouTube channel. And
yes.
One of the air hostess called it John. Like John. Hey John.
Oh, could that be John? It's a teddy bear.
Okay.
And there were a lot of people there. Everyone seemed to be on the run. Those that their flight was ready, they were just moving up and down. We had to wait a while because our next flight was to set off around 11:35 p.m. So we had to wait for some time. So we were just taking a stroll around, then seeing some nice shops there. Amazing. They have some nice branded shops, Louis Vuitton, Gucci shops, and all that. And yeah, all their items there. That was where I enjoyed one. I enjoyed one Ghanaian snack at Doha. It was very delicious.
What was that?
It was some it was a biscuit. It looked like cookies, but it's not cookies. It's very very nice. Made in Ghana.
So meaning that you enjoyed straight up from Kotoka to Doha, and you were still enjoying.
Yes, I was still enjoying.
That is so lovely. Now we are wrapping up. But then we want to hear your final word. Like I said in the video, this is the first part of the video, and the second part will be rolling. Definitely, we are going to connect it to this one. So if you watch this for you to get the full experience of what he's sharing with us, you need to watch the second part of this video. Right. So, I mean, what do you have to say? Share with us.
So my final was that it's nice to travel if you have the opportunity, and then having your first time experience is a very remarkable thing that you have to take notice of. The feeling, how everything is set up. You need to pay attention to how things go about. This one, because it was our first experience and we were actually a group of students that were flying for the first time. It looked like we were being shown around with some few things.
Yeah.
But in my view, if you want to be on your own, so it's nice maybe without anyone's guidance, so that you have much more experience on how things run out at the airport and all that. For any first time flyer, I'll say just enjoy the moment.
Yes, enjoy the moment. Yes. Lovely. Johnson, thank you so much for making it to Village Boy YouTube channel. We truly appreciate you. You've really shared something with us that is so amazing. We love it. And myself, I love it.
All right.
We appreciate you.
Yeah.
All right. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video up to this point. If you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. It gives you value. Definitely. Then you have to subscribe. Village Boy here. And this is what we have seen. And this is what we can say. Thank you. Yeah.